Well, if you want to survive well in Elden Ring, you need to have a good build. I mean, to make it easier for you. And basically, today sat down with one of the other characters that I did a playthrough, which is a Sorcerer. And I decided to, again, craft something. I haven't played for a long time, so I needed to read quite a bit. Most important thing, it needs to be versatile, give me range, close range. Good against fast-moving enemies, because again, bosses. So I tested a lot in co-op, so I can try the different bosses and check them out and see how it works. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I'm using. So let's begin. Alright, so this Sorcerer build, first of all, so rely heavily on intelligence. I'm still going to use different items. I'm going to take a look here. So the Wing of Astel. So this is the weapon, but regarding the stuff, I had some thinking to do. Both the Lusat and the Azure consume, from what I've read, 50% more FP. The Lusat give you around 11% more damage, whether the Azure will give you extra attack speed. And it seemed that overall it's not worth it. So I decided to upgrade to the Academy Glintstone stuff. At the end it does give you S scale in intelligence. And again, overall it seems just a better choice overall. Still I have the Lusat fully upgraded, so I'm gonna keep it and we'll see. So I went to test it out, and based on my testing, the Academy will be enough. I don't need the extra cost. You can see the cost again top. I'm going to change soon to the Lusat so you can see. Alright, so this is the Lusat. Let's try it on the another. I have, by the way, something that reduces consumption, just so you know. Talisman. Alright, but you can see it's higher, much higher. Now, there are going to be situations where you're going to say, alright, actually I want to use it, where it's fine. That's why, well, I'm going to keep it, of course. Well, what I'm going to do, delete it. So I decided again that the Academy will be my main stuff for when I start DLC. This is the Azure, by the way, not upgraded. I haven't upgraded just yet. Now, because I'm also going mix with the weapon, so this is why probably going to be more conservative when it comes to using both and spending a lot on the staff. So probably going to go again with the Academy. And the damage is very good. Some I remember these enemies are shredding me before, now it's just like easily to shot them. Can even with some more buffs, I can even increase it, so I can even one-shot them. But again, I haven't optimized it in this particular gameplay. So first of all, let's take a look at the skill for the weapon. This shreds, absolutely shreds. It's amazing. It allows me also to keep distance, by the way, and reposition if I want to, especially against those enemies that rush at you. They're gonna kind of delay it and stop, and it's gonna deal massive damage. The jellyfish, once you use the skill, gonna give you 20% extra damage. Now, for what I've read, you can use it with two hands. You need one-handed weapon if you do it. I think there was a bug and they actually fixed it. Also good for negating damage as well if you need to. Now, regarding the spells I'm using, I might add more. I'm going to show you the one that I really like. Probably going to use a different hat for it, because this one also increased my FP. Now, this one is lots of damage, big area, great against bosses. You can use the hat, by the way, the Snow Witch hat, which aside from increasing your vitality and focus, also strengthens cold sorcery. This is also great when you are surrounded with lots of enemies attacking you, so you can initiate it and then start fighting. The other one is Comet. This is kind of general purpose spell. And you can use, by the way, the Azure's Glintstone Crown Helmet, which increases the damage of the spells Comet Azure Glintstone Comet Shard in Glintstone Comet. And I also have Comet Azure, which is crazy damage. Again, you need the targets to be static and consume lots of FP. It also can be interrupted, but if you get it in, it's insane. Right, I'm still testing others, which are kind of optional for me, but those are the main ones that I'm actually using right now. When it comes to Talismans, going to be pretty dynamic, I'm sure. Shadow of Alexander, great again for increasing the skills for the weapon, and also Graven Mass Talisman for potency and damage the sorcery spells by around 8%. Again, that's based on what I've read. If you think there's a mistake, let me know. Also, I'm considering the Carrion Filigree crest. It lowers FP cost of skills by 25% if I'm going to use it a lot. Or the Primal Glintstone Blade that reduces cost of all spells and incantations by 25%. So I'm going to play with it as I go. If I see myself using more of the weapon, or maybe against a boss fight I need to use spells, of course I'm going to change, maybe even put protection, depends. So I'm going to play with it and see what works best. So this is more situational. The Godfrey icon also good, raises the attack power of charged spells and skills by 15%. Great for our hybrid build, so this can be used good as well. Now regarding helmet, maybe I'm going to go with Azure Glintstone Crown because it increases the damage of Comet Azure by 15% and also the damage of Glintstone Comet Shard in Comet by 10%. However, it also increases FP cost of all sorceries by 15%, which I think I'll be fine with. You can also check the stats here on the right side. I'm going to make a few changes before the DLC. Now I thought maybe using incantation in a way, but I decided not to. I heard there are going to be some poison areas, so I want to begin incantation, and maybe to increase it more a bit in faith in order to use a cheaper incantation that allows me to protect myself against poison and me to remove it. We'll talk about this in a moment. First of all, here, by the way, another very good one, by the way, which you can use to really, it's amazing against bosses. First of all, damage negation I used before a lot, but I can combine damage negation. Probably going to go with it in this one, the Eden tier, which basically eliminates all FP consumption while you are in mixed physique. Basically, you can use Comet Azure and destroy with it if it's possible. This becomes even better if you bring, for example, a companion with you and just, something is dealing with a companion, distracting it, and you can just do it. Again, maybe there are going to be situations many players don't want to do that, but it's optional. I'm going to show you some gameplay again. Most of it is in co-op because again I need to fight bosses again. I'm just testing things out. So this is the skill for the weapon. If you decide to go with just this weapon, for example, is the main thing, you need to switch, of course, the talisman for better damage. In order to use the skill, by the way, of this weapon, you can't use the shield in the weapon. You need to remove it, so you need to use it kind of with two hands in order to use the skill. Now this is crazy damage, slows and just deals great damage here against the boss, final boss. So this is a huge area and the damage is very good. And it works very well against regular enemies, group of enemies, bosses, you name it. With a good amount of dexterity, by the way, if I use the other one, I can do it even faster. But here, in this case, I'm using... Again, I'm going to have the two stuff anyway. This can deal more damage, basically. Now keep in mind, you can get interrupted. You can see this in a moment. Alright. So again, you don't need to be very close, by the way, because it's so big. So if you are casting it, just casting a bit far. I don't want it so close. I can actually do it. Look at the radius. It's massive. Here I'm using the weapon skill. Great against hands, by the way. You can see that I have the companion there. So if he gets the aggro, for example, lots of enemies, I can just spam it near him. Again, if you position yourself right, and again, does it horizontally, if you catch all enemies there, it's fun and works very well. You can see you need the target to be, when you use Comet Azure, to be static. It's not good against this boss at all because she moves a lot. But again, if you time it right properly, the right time, so yeah, it can be potentially insane damage. It can melt bosses if you use it properly. You can see it can also switch quickly and basically give me lots of versatility, what I wanted. All right, regarding dealing with elements, I can use the Law of Regression. All right, this is an in-base one. You need 37. This will heal all elements and dispel all effects. So this is also can be used, quite costly, but it works well. Also take a bit of time to cast. I mean, compared to the other incantation, I think it's much longer. But again, it will do the job, hopefully, in many situations. Otherwise, I need to make some changes. Yeah, and you also have range. As you can see here with the Comet. It's the powerful Comet, so it is massive damage, by the way, just so you know. But there are many situations where enemy is located somewhere, you have advantage, you can actually use it from far. It's great. Yeah, so I decided to, for that character, the Sorcerer build, you just, go back to it and use it. Hopefully it will serve me well. We need to wait and see. And that's it. If you have any other suggestions to improve it, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.